Hey, pick 'em pop, giving out the lot. One is mortal, you know it won't miss. Gonna take a shot, dog. That's the underdog. Yeah, they in the hunt, in the moments. KO mission, get somebody grind. Yeah, that's the parlay. We gon' make it known. Pick 'em pop, from MMA tailors, yeah, let's get it on.
Woo! Welcome. Your boys are here. You made it. If this is your first time on the show, welcome. Right? Welcome. If this is your 18,000th, welcome. Welcome. I'm not Verizon. I'm not a cell phone company that gives all the good deals to the new users. Okay? My old dogs who've been with me for a while, I got your back. What's up with the what's up? This is UFC Vancouver. And I wasn't going to do this. But you know what? I'm feeling petty. I'm feeling good, right? I'm feeling good. This is my show, right? You know, on the Anakin Florian show, when I'm on Hayden's show that day, this is my show. So I'm sad. I all day in my head at work, I'm like, should I start the show like this? Yeah, we will. So there's been a few complainers about how I start the show and I don't get right into the bets and, it's a long intro and yada. My rebuttal to that has always been, hey, listen, I want people to get to know me. I got a lot of shit to say. This is my show, regardless of how long my intro is. The show is never, with just me, by the way, when it's just your boy, never over 45 minutes. We never go an hour or whatever. There are MMA podcasts out there. I can tell you right now, without even looking at my phone, I'm the shortest one that does all the fights, gives you 3 locks, give you parlays. Now, when I have a guest on, obviously it gets extended a little bit. But when it's your boy, we're solo. So when I do the intros, it's whatever's on my mind. And a lot of people, the people who opinions really matter to me, they don't mind it. They get to know me. There's some funny stories that come out of it, whatever. It kind of warms you up to get to the picks. Some people want that fucking intro to hit and me go, okay, first fight of the night, man, let's record 135. It's not me, bro. So there's been several, but you know what? This guy that's been commenting on the last live, he's been commenting and he thinks, I'm assuming it's a him. He thinks he has, and it might come off like constructive criticism. Maybe you guys can read it. I'll post the comments here in a second, but he hates the intros. So I'm making my intro about him today. The intro is about this guy, right? He has main character syndrome anyway. So I might as well just do the intro about him and let's get petty with it, right? So and he's commented before. This isn't the first time he's commented it. I literally respond to him no every time. So he had 3 comments on my last video. So this is comment number 1. It's right there on the screen. And I'll read it for the audio people at home. The gentleman's name is Frito-Lay8724. That is his handle on YouTube. And I don't even know what his profile picture is. Again, I shouldn't be giving this guy any consideration because I hate when people hide behind anonymity. This guy, what I'm arguing with a potato chip, bro, right? Like he gets to hide behind his shit. Show your face, give me your name. That's what I'm doing. My name's Brian Peachy, baby. I'm right here. So his first comment was, and a little, his spelling's horrible, by the way. And a little intro is okay, but damn near 10 minutes? Come on, bruh. Okay? Come on, bruh. 10 minutes. Oh, God. Oh, gosh. Is my Bluetooth? Sorry, did the audio? I think the audio cut out. Yeah, look at that. You're going to hear this on your guys' side. It's, what happens, guys? So this doesn't matter because, you're watching me on the video or whatever. You guys aren't going to be hearing any of this because I am recording it. I have to record it the way I record it. But your stupid iPhone connects to the computer and it acts like it takes over the mic. Anyway, let's get back to this guy, right? Don't worry about the audio, Brian. Don't worry about the audio. I'm so done with StreamYard. I gotta be honest with you. I'm so done with this fucking program. I think it's StreamYard, but we're not gonna let that bother us. We're gonna keep plugging on. Okay. So that was his first comment, right? Okay. Come on, bro. 10 minutes. Yeah, my intro was 10 minutes. Podcast is 45 in total, bro. I got to all the picks. I do the picks quick, right? What are we complaining about? Second comment. Here we go. Same guy. Frito-Lay 8724. Dude, get to the fights. I auto fast forward your videos and it's annoying. AF. Trying to find you when you stop talking shit. Okay? So if that was constructive criticism, it would be, hey, put timestamps on your video, which I agree. I should do. It's a one-man show here. I agree I should do. I've been getting a little better, kind of, maybe now. I've done it recently, but it's like, okay, so hates the intros. Hates when I talk anything else about anything else. And this last one, this is my favorite one. Last comment he said on my last video. Frito-Lay 8724. Okay, this one's a little small for you boys not home. Good job this week, though. I almost stopped watching after your picks from last week, and that was before the fights happened. LOL. You talk so well on the AF pod. I'm still not sure if you know what you're talking about, but make sure you do legit research and Ledo. I'm just trying to help you get views, bro. Tighten up. So Frito-Lay 8724 is helping me get views. He is hiding behind a potato chip brand with a YouTube channel with 0 subscribers, 0 views. That's like a virgin giving you sec tips, right? Hey, dude, when you're going down on a chick, she like, how the fuck would you know, bro? Like this guy, it's like, what are we doing here? Right? You don't like the intros, then you're giving me tips. You almost stopped watching me because of blah, blah. What, like, I can't get a right read on this guy. Right? No wonder he named himself after a potato chip. He's got a potato chip brain. Dumb as shit. Dumb as rocks. You know, you're helping me grow my channel, bro. You don't have a channel to grow. You don't. How do you know how to grow a channel? Now, that came from like someone with a huge channel, 30, 40,000 more, whatever the fuck. Someone doing better than me. I listened to their advice. Okay, what do you want? Blah, blah, blah. But what are we doing? What are we doing? What's this guy doing? So Frito-Lay 8724, you got the main character syndrome. You hate my intros. Hopefully you like this one a little bit. I did insult you a couple times in there, but you know, you kind of had it coming, if we're being honest with you. This is my show. Okay? I do what the fuck I want. I say what I want. And I had to put you on some screen time there. All right, so UFC Vancouver, we got another head-to-head. I'm 0-2. 2 brilliant people are in my Capper cartel, but there you go. You guys see the wheel, but another challenge. I almost only had one. Lunatic was the only one that signed up, and I kind of put out like a little social media blast and more people signed up. So we only got 5 people. I'm 0-2. Trent took me down last week. Jake McAlfresh took me down the week prior. You're probably, I don't know if you're going to be able to, yeah, you'll probably be able to hear it. I don't know what I'm talking about. Again, the audio thing's kind of messing me up, but I got everything recorded in my board here. Okay. So let's give this wheel a spin to see who's going head to head. It's funny that I keep calling myself the champ because I haven't won one yet, but listen, I got 2 fucking stud Capper Cartel members, t-shirts coming soon. And those boys are both earning themselves a t-shirt. So without further ado, let's spin the fucking wheel. Okay. Oh, it's Lunatic. Lunatic gets it. I thought it was going to be Vaughn. If you're watching the video, it's Vaughn. Vaughn is a very analytical guy. He uses computers to break down his stuff. Kind of calls me out in a very friendly manner. I would love to go head to head with him, but I'm going Lunatic. Lunatic was the first one to comment. He get to this week. So Lunatic, bring it, bub. Bring yo shit, bub. Back to this. Remove that. Where's my face? Put me big screen. What are we doing? Go full scare it is. Whew. A little audio, a little video difficulty there. Huh? All right, let's remove this. Stop screen share. All right, bitch. Let's go. First fight of the night. Melissa Croden, -135 versus Tanara Lisboa, +110. Little female fight, little female action. To start up, Melissa Croden is a Canadian gal. Love the Canadian crowd. Absolutely Love the Canadian crowd. Phenomenal crowd. Canadians may be pound for pound best MMA fans in the world. I know Paris gets loud. I know Australia is very loud, but Canadian fans bring it. We got a Canadian debut making the first fight of the night, making her debut in the UFC. Scare is her nickname. She is 34 years old, making a UFC debut. Don't love that. -135 favorite versus Lisboa, who does have some UFC wins, has some UFC experience. She's +110. So what do you think I'm going to do, right? You've been watching the show long enough. A lot of people can predict my moves, right? People think like if Jared Merskard's an underdog on the card, I'm going to take him. You're goddamn right I am, okay? I've been proven to do it. If Chris Curtis is on the card, I'm going to take him. That's my guy. What do you think is going to happen here? First fight of the night, women's fight. A Brazilian, I don't know if she's technically Brazilian. Where is she from? The Panther? That matters. She's not Canadian. Versus the Canadian debutante at 34 years old. They're both 34, but Lisboa actually had fights in the UFC. One finish over Jessica Rose Clark. A boring fight over Ravina Alivera, who I think is fighting later the night, and she stinks. And then a loss of Lano Santos, who, is a solid prospect. Listen, I'm going the underdog, okay? If you didn't get that, what are we doing? Lisboa's a play, +110. I think that's free money. The decision prop on Lisboa, let's see what we're going to do here. Decision prop, Lisboa. Let's go back. I'm on a new, you know what I'm going to do? So I've been using BetMGM as one of my preferred books, and I just had their desktop thing pulled up. I was going to pull the things for them, yada yada, because that's what I use, right? I was a DraftKings boy for a while. DraftKings with the partnership with the ANF, but I'm not partnered with them. They're not sponsoring this podcast. They're not cutting me a check, so I bounce around. ESPN Bet, blah blah blah. Bet Online AG, which I know is an offshore book. They probably do some bullshit crypto. They probably don't pay. However, their layout on their fucking desktop is actually kind of nice. I like to kind of go there and read it. They also get props out super fucking early, which I love. Lisboa by decision. You know what? Fuck that. Lisboa by points is +145. Croin 6-2. Debut in the UFC, 34 years old in front of her Canadian fans. A lot of pressure. First fight of the night, I'm going Lisboa submission, +575. Add it to the card. Add it to the card. 575 +575 Lisboa. So we're kicking off the night money line, +110. And then we're going +575 for her by submission. Because. All right, next up, we got Asmat Beckov. And this guy's fucking name, I don't have my glasses on. I should probably put my glasses on. This guy's name's a fucking Kenny Florian pronounced it perfectly on the show this week, but it's Yusuri Bagari versus Asmat Beckov. Asmat Beckov -320, Bagari +270. Again, books are kind of floating everywhere with that. I got him at 300 here. I think Bezkov's going to knock him out. That's +260. Bagori's a big, tall, 6'5", good striker. But, I wasn't overly impressed with him in his Contender Series fight, right? He's had 2, right? Am I correct? Yeah. So he lost to Marco Tullio by decision, low volume, got taken down, was afraid to strike, and it is what it was. Then he fought Taigwa Awaski, and he pieced him up with 90 strikes, got him out of there in the third round, which was good. But I don't think Taiga is some high-level talent. He's 6'5", this dude. He's a big, long-rangey striker, 79-inch reach, right? But I just think he's going to run into the power as Asmat Beckov. Beckov knocked out Zachary Reese in his debut round 1, came back, knocked out Ryan Loder, Ultimate Fighter winner, I believe, Ryan Loder, also in round 1. Kid's got power. Nowadays, there's a fucking little fruit fly in here or something like that. I'm gonna fucking kill it. Nowadays, how do you make money betting against Russians? You don't. -320 is a little steep. I could parlay him. He's not going to be in my parlay. He won't be part of the slime ball, but I do like Beckov here. I like him by knockout, which is +260 right now, give or take. This is on Bet Online AG. 260, give or take, though. Give me Beckov knockout, +260. And what's knockout round 1? Just for shits and gigs. As a Beckov round 1 KO, +575. You can start the night off with back-to-back plus 575ers. Just hit the books where it hurts. You might get a little greedy on that, but here's my send him home.
Send him home early.
That's my send him home, bitch. All right, next up, Stephanie Lucano, another female fight. This fight stinks, guys. I'm sorry. I hate to say that about female fights, right? Because it's like, a lot of alpha. This is an alpha male, I'm a fucking, whatever sport. But this fight stinks. I mean,
bring her in here, stinking up the joint. Come on.
Stinking up the joint. Ravina Alivera plus 240 versus Stephanie Lucano. She is a minus 300. Listen, Alivera looked absolutely trash her last time out. Don't know why she's in the UFC. Don't know how she's in the UFC. I think she is not very talented. If I'm going to be just completely honest with you guys, which I always am. I always the fuck am. Give me Lucano. I'm not going to spend any time in this fight. Minus 280. How does she get it done by points? Minus 150. There's no juice. There's nothing to be worth having here. I mean, you could go crazy. You can go, let's go Lucano by KO plus 550. Let's go her by submission plus 800. I mean, do you really want to dance with the devil on that? Right, when there's so many other plays on this card. This fight stinks. This is going to be hopefully like right when my food gets delivered kind of fight where I'm not super paying attention. Maybe take a dump. Maybe I'll eat and then take a dump after. You know what I mean? This is just not a good fight. But listen, open ears. If you have a real strong lean on Alivera, you're like, BP, Alivera is way better than you think. I know she got fucking submitted or actually got bodied by Lisboa, but she's actually really good. You're seeing something I'm not sure. I'll take a look. But if not, we're passing on that. All right, next up, you got Kylo Preloc. I think that's how you say his name. Plus 360 versus Drew Dober, who is minus 400, minus 500 on some books. Get him where you get him, right? Drew Dober by KO plus 105. That should be the lock of this entry. Kylo Preloc, I think I say Canadian. Oh, Canada. I fucking nailed that. Listen, he went in against Benoit Saint-Denis on short notice. He looked okay in the first round, then he got put out, right? He's a scrapper. He's got a lot of losses in his record. This is the UFC giving Drew Dober a favor. Drew Dober has lost several in a row to killers, 3 in a row to killers. He's lost 4 of his 5, right? He got knocked out by Fravola, which was an upset on his part. That was, ran right into that. And then he knocked out Ricky Glenn, excuse me. And then Renato Moicano just bodied him, took him down 3 times. He couldn't get off his back. Typical Drew Dober stuff. Then he ran into John Silva, which he actually landed 60 strikes on John Silva, but John Silva is a fucking wild man and put him out. And then the Manuel Torres fight, he just got put out early in that fight. Never really got going. He never really got going. He got put out in 2 minutes in the fight. So this is the UFC going, we're giving you one here, Drew. You got the jaw, the granite chin. You're handsome. You got the hair going. You're an exciting fighter, but we need you to win, Bubba. So we're giving you a Canadian on Canadian soil. Drew Dober's a guy. He's a likable guy. He's a handsome dude. He's going to go in there. He's going to put on performance. The Canadian crowd's going to cheer him at least a little bit. I don't think they'll hate him too much. Drew Dober wins this fight. Drew Dober by knockout is how I'm going to play this. KO round 1, maybe round 2. Plus 105, Drew Dober by KO. That's locked in. Right? That's an automatic bet. Place it now. But Drew Dober by KO round 1 plus 320. Listen, Drew Dober by KO round 2. Where's that at? Drew Dober by KO round 2 plus 450. I'll stick with my plus 105. If that was higher, than plus 450, if we're looking at 700, 800, whatever, I'd take it. But I'm not going to get greedy. I'll take Drew Dober and knockout plus 105. It's plus money, which is crazy. Again, that's on BetOnline AG. This is an offshore book. There might be other books, whatever. By the way, real quick, give me a rundown in the comments for anybody that uses Fight Odds, right? FightOdds.io or whatever. They follow me on Twitter. I follow them. They always tweet out the lines right when they hit. It looks like a pretty valuable thing. I signed up for it. Didn't realize it cost money. Now, I'm not the cheapest guy in the world, but at this point in my life, I'm getting a little cheaper. It's $30 a month. And I think they have even a step up $50 a month. I'd pay $30 a year. I want to support the cause, but $30 a month seems steep to me. Any cappers use that? Is it super helpful for them? I know they got like books spread across the thing. I've used it on my desktop. I use it for the podcast before. It was a little clunky for me. I'm hoping the pro version is a little bit better. Anyway, you got opinions on that? Shoot it down in the comments. All right, next up, Danny Barlo, my guy. Left-handed guy, baby, Danny Barlo. What a just fucking cool name, too. I love saying his name. He's fighting Jordan Santos. Barlo minus 300, Santos plus 250. What I love about this fight, and yes, I'm going to make a case for my guy, Danny Barlo. He's coming off a knockout loss against a guy, Sam Patterson, which he should have won that fight. Sam Patterson, very chinny, but Sam Patterson's not bad, but Barlo ran into a lot of shots. But what I love about this fight, not that fight, what I love about this fight is he's going up to 85. Danny Barlo is a big 170. That weight cut was killing him. 185, I think, is going to be his proper weight class. I mean, he's 6'2", right? He's not like, I mean, he's skinny, but he's also got some like fucking gains on him. He's 6'2", 79-inch reach. This dude needs to be at 85. The weight cut was absolutely killing him. So he gets Santos, a dance partner who I think can look good. He was on the Contender Series. He fought Will Curry. Will Curry isn't elite. I believe he is a London boy, submission prospect, but not much of a striker. Then he gets Ozzy Diaz in the UFC. Ozzy Diaz is a decent striker. He likes to go to war. Doesn't have the biggest power. He lost, right? He landed 131 strikes. He landed one takedown, but he stands there and he likes to bang it out, right? He got hit 135 times, Santos did, but he landed 131. You lose a decision to Ozzy Diaz, and you go in against my guy, Danny Barlo, in his new weight class. I'm going Danny Barlo, baby. And I'm more locking him in a wheel. Lock him the fuck up. He's locked, baby. We're locking him up. Danny Barlo by KO plus 130. I think people forgot about Danny Barlo. I did not. I know he lost to Sam Patterson. Before that, he had 3 wins in the UFC. He's looked good, but he didn't look good in all his fights. His last 2 fights were a little slippy, but I blame that on the weight cut, right? 185, new man, new confidence. I like this kid. I've seen sparring footage of him recently and even before, but he's smooth on the feet, right? The only thing that can derail this Barlo train is if the chin isn't what I hope it needs to be. Sam Patterson clipped him. I blame that on the weight cut. But if Danny Barlo doesn't have a chin and he gets clipped here by Santos, I'm going to be upset. I'm going to be devastated. He's slime candidate number 1. He's my mortal lock. I will be investing not only money, but my energy and my emotion on this fight because I love Danny Barlo. I'm a big fan of Danny Barlo. He cuts great promos. He's an exciting fighter, and I think he's incredibly talented. There's still things that need to round out. What's his ground game like? What's all these things like? But he's checked the cardio, in my opinion. His striking's very good when he lets it go. 2 things that worry me. Is there a chin problem? Hopefully that was a weight cut. And what does the wrestling look like? I think Santos maybe will mix up some wrestling. I don't think he's going to be very successful here. I think Danny Barlo is going to make him stand up. He's going to be the faster guy. He's going to land cleaner shots. And I think he gets it done. Danny Barlo by KO plus 130. Let's fucking go, bro. Let's go. I don't feel myself too much. I do have an ego. It was very big when I was younger, but no one's breaking down a better Danny Barlo fight than that. Just no one. To find somebody that does. I respect a lot of my cappers in this world. I've given a lot of cappers compliments. There's only one guy I won't give a compliment to. I don't like him. But other than that, I've given all these guys compliments, but ain't nobody breaking it down a Danny Barlo fight like that. Ain't nobody doing it, man. I'm starting to talk like Danny Barlo now. Let's move on. Bruno Silva plus 200 versus Hong Sung Park minus 250. This line seems weird to me, right? I mean, I know Silva's coming off some ugly losses, but he's coming some ugly losses against some fucking real dudes. Hong Sung Park's coming off an ugly loss too against Tessera Tyra. People thought he was ready. He took that on short notice. He got taken down 4 times. He landed 2-3 strikes and he got neck cranked out of there, right? Before that, he was undefeated in the UFC with a lot of submission wins. His rear naked choke is very good. Does have a knockout win as well. He's going against Bruno Silva. The only thing I don't like about Bruno Silva is, he's 35 years old, right? He could be 36. 35 at 125 scares me a little bit. He's coming off 2 knockout losses. Manel Kopp got him and Joshua Mann got him. Both those guys are elite guys. Manel Kopp could be fighting for a title. Joshua Mann is fighting for the title. But before that, Bruno Silva knocked out Cody Durden, which I think is a solid win. Rear naked choke Tyson Nam, who Tyson Nam was kind of for a little bit of a gatekeeper at 125, but he's a big, powerful guy. He's doing good things outside the UFC right now. He's got a knockout over Victor Rodriguez and then JP Bays. Oh, I'm not going to pick on JP Bays. I won't do it. And before that, he had a little skid too, but he never got finished in those skids. And he's back-to-back knockout losses, getting AG here at 135. This fight's got my mind in a pretzel a little bit because I want to take the dog. I want to take Bruno Silva at plus 200, plus 180 is right here on Bet Online. I don't know what I'm doing. Hung Sung Park by points. I don't think he'll get a submission. I think Bruno's not going to get him, not going to give up his neck like that. He could win by knockout. That's plus 3. None of the props really jump off at me. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to pick because I'm going against Lunatic. So I got to pick. I'm going to go. Am I switching? Am I going to fucking do it? Am I going to fucking switch on this? No, I'm going to go Park. I think Park, the younger, more well-rounded guy. I do think Silva's a little underrated here. I like Silva's price tag at plus 200. I know he's coming off 2 ugly losses, but I'm going to go Park. I think Park's going to rebound well. After the Tyra loss, the Korean fighters that are coming out now out of South Korea in that gym are pretty fucking good. Park being one of them. He did not look so good against Tyra, but I think he rebounds well against Silva here. I think Silva's going to have a little bit of a speed advantage, but I think Park's going to have a power advantage and maybe even some of a wrestling advantage. So give me Park. I don't know what prop I'm going to go, 250, 210, wherever you get him at. I'm going to be happy with. I'll be happy with money line. Not going to parlay him, not going to put him in anything, not going to lock him up, but give me Park. All right, next up, Charles Zodan, minus 175 versus Davy Grant, plus 145. I like this fight. Charles Zodan at 135. Davy Grant's kind of a staple at 135. We were just talking about Bruno Silva's age. Davy Grant's going to be 40. He's 39 now. He'll be 40 in December at 135. He's been proven to be durable. He's been proven to be a guy that will go out there and fight for your dollar. Plus 145. I can see people loading up on him. Charles Zodan is a little bit up and down in the UFC. His brother Louis just looked fantastic on the Contender Series. Charles Zodan has that capability of looking fantastic. His striking is, especially striking at distance, at range, is very, very good. It's just that, sometimes it's like a mental thing. He says he's going to jump to Gilly. I think he's playing in the crowd. He's a bit of a, if you follow him on social media and Instagram and stuff like that, he's a chick phenomenal. I think it's his wife or his girlfriend, whoever. Phenomenal. I mean, a 10. He's a good looking cat, but like, but a little bit weird. A little weird, dude. Canada, you got a weird one, but I do think he's good. And minus 170, I had him at minus 175. I think that's a pretty good number for him. I think he's going to be longer, faster than Davy Grant. Davy Grant does have a great left hook, has really good boxing. Submissions are pretty good as well. Charles Zodan by submissions, plus 650. Man, that guillotine is nasty. Davy Grant has been submitted before. It's been a long time. I don't think he's ever been submitted by guillotine. At least, let's see. What is the submission losses in the UFC? I know he's been submitted in the UFC. So Chris Holzworth got him rear naked choke. Damian Stasiak back in 2016 got him with an arm bar. Manny Bermudez, who was like the king of triangle chokes, got him by triangle choke. And that was it. And he's got one submission win that was over Rafael Sunsao in the inverted triangle, which is nasty. He's on a 2-fight win streak. He's got a win over Damon Blackshear, I think is it holds up well. And he looked phenomenal against Ramon Tavares, like 150 strikes in a decision win. This is a tough one. This is tough. All my breakdowns and all my instincts and everything I should take the dog, should take Davy Grant, but I'm not. I'm going to take Charles Zodan. I think he's going to get it done here. I think the crowd obviously is going to be behind him a little bit, and I think he's going to come out and prove something. He obviously was in camp for some time with his brother. He's obviously with Ayman Zahabi. I believe he's a Faraz guy, unless he left. But he's ready and he's in shape, and you can't cut the 35 overnight. This dude looks ripped. This dude looks ready. I like the fight for him here, and him by submission at plus 650 is something I'm going to keep an eye on. Give me Charles Zodan. I love saying his name. Charles Zodan. Give me Charles Zodan, though. Give me the Canadian, right? Give me the Canadian. I'm back in Canada. What's up? Next, it'll be Kyle Nelson plus 114 versus Matty Fravola. Now, I'm friends with Matt. Like, I'm not, is Matt even on here? Where's he at? Okay, so Matt, oh yeah, he's way at the bottom. Sorry. So the lines moved a little bit, right? I got Matt at minus 135. He is minus 115. Kyle Nelson, minus one. Just a pick, minus 105. They're both very similar fighters. They kind of even look the same, right? Huntsville, Ontario is, I think, where Kyle Nelson is. Is that like the Long Island of Canada? Because Matty's very Long Island. I know he reps Tampa a little bit too. I think he lived there for many years. Anyway, I'm friends with Matt, right? Like, not just like, oh, I know Ray Longo. No, I met Fravola, met his father. We've texted a handful of times. I'm invested in Fravola. Like, he's a good guy. He's someone that I root for, not just because of like a good money price or he's an exciting fighter. I root for him as a person, right? Not many guys I root for as a person. There's one behind my shoulder and Matt Fravola because I know them personally. So of course I'm going to take Fravola. I'm glad the number's coming down at -115. I figured it would. The only issue I have here, and this is something I'm not going to tell Matty unless he asks me. But when I watch Matty fight, he's either balls to the wall or he's not enough, right? In the Benoit Saint-Denis fight, he was balls to the wall. In the Farazian fight, he was not enough. He needs to find a middle ground because his wrestling is very good. His submission game is underrated. It's good. And he can do all those things. He needs to be able to mix everything up because I think the one curse that came with knocking out Drew Dober, and he had two other knockouts before the Dober fight, is he fell in love with not only his hands, but he fell in love with the right hand. And it was very predictable. It was very, you could read it coming a mile away. He needs to work the 3 levels: legs, body, head, mix in wrestling, clinch up. Kyle Nelson, I think, is a good version of Matt Fravola, just not the better version. I think Kyle Nelson does all the things right. I think his wrestling is okay. I think his striking is okay. He has great power, though, but he has also been put out just like Matty has before. So the chin isn't like off the charts. It really is going to come down to who lands first. I'm going to play Matty. I'm going to play Matty by... I mean, the submission at +750 would be unreal, but I feel like he's probably, he's the fight that goes the distance. No, +210. It's not going to go the distance. That's a fact. Matty by KO +225. I'll probably get to because I want to support my guy, and I think that if he does it, that's the way he does it. I think he would have a path on the ground if he really wanted to do that. He seems to be in phenomenal shape, but I also feel like he's going to go out there. The Canadian fans are going to treat him like royalty because he's such a nice guy. He's open to the fans, and the Canadian fans seem great. Never met or never been to Canada, but I have interacted with some enough on the internet to know that they're great people. That they're going to be cheering for him a little bit too. I know Kyle Nelson's a Canadian boy. I get that. Matty's American, proud American, former military vet, but he's hard to not like, right? But I'm gonna go Matty by KO. I talked a lot there because I'm nervous about it. I was very confident early in the week. The closer the fight gets, I'm more nervous. But I like Matty by KO. And the fight doesn't go to the distance. No, how will the fight end? Either fighter by KO -175. That's a lock. That is the lock of the century. One of these guys is getting put out. No doubt in my mind. One of these guys is getting put out. Hopefully it's not my guy. Give me Matt Fravola. The steamroller, Matt Fravola. Sal the bulldozer. His dad's the fucking best. If you get a chance, if you're in Canada and you're going to the fights this weekend in beautiful Vancouver, Sal and his brother, I've never met his brother, for older that is. I met Sal. Great people. Go introduce yourself. Say, I'm a Matty fan. I'm a Big Gun fan. Get yourself a big fucking hug from the bulldozer. Great people. All right, next up, Chilong, the Mongolian murderer. +100 versus Cody Gibson, -120. This line, I think, is a moving. So Cody Gibson now is a -170. Chilong +145. I picked Chilong on the Anik and Florian. I was very torn about that. This was going to be another pick switch. I'm not so torn. I think Chilong is going to get taken down, but I think he's going to get up. And as long as he throws, as long as there's some fucking volume behind his strikes, he'll win this fight. I think both these guys, with their age and what we've seen in the UFC, that's who they are. That's what they're going to be. There's not going to be massive improvements. We've seen them. That's what they're going to be. I think the over 1.5 or 2.5 at -180 is very good. I think this is a good decision. I think it might even end in like a split decision. How will the fight end? Go to the distance, -150, yeah. Fight goes to split decision, +450, yes. I'm going to play that. I play that all the time on some fights. I never hit it. This is the week we're going to hit it. But give me Chilong, the Mongolian murderer. Scary dude. All right, next up, we got Manon Fior. Some guy on Anik and Florian comments are so mad that John says Fior or whatever. John Anik listens to what they put their name to tape. She says Fior. And the guy's like, I'm French. You say Fiot. Okay, but we're literally copying what she's saying. It's Fior. Okay? Relax. Manon Fior versus Jasmine Jazius. Jazz hands. Plus 205. Where's the fight at? Line's moving. Plus 190 for Jazz hands now. Minus 225 for Fior. Listen, Manon is a girl who got the title shot, rightfully so. She came up short, did not look good early, battled back. I thought she was going to get finished. She didn't, showed some toughness. She's a big, physical, strong woman in there at 125, but so is Jasmine. Jasmine, they're both the same size, height-wise. I think Jasmine's a little bit maybe thicker. Doesn't mean she's stronger, but I think she's a bigger girl. And I think that's going to play a part in who gets top position. Because the striking, I think Fior's could obviously dominate. She's a very classy striker. She's got that good little side kick. She's got a piston left hand. Very technical, very hard to get in there. And Jasmine wants to get this fight to the ground. And I think she can. I think Manon's going to fight like hell to get it there. I think she'll win the first round. Then Jazzy's going to start taking over second and third. We're looking at a decision here. Fight goes the distance, minus 350. Of course, give me Jazz hands. Give me Jazzy.
Hello? Okay, this is Dog.
I haven't played a lot of underdogs. Chilong's one of them. Jasmine's another. There's going to be another one in the main event, maybe in the main event. Or did I spoil that? Yeah, give me Jasmine Jazius. I think, she takes her down. She grounds her out. Doesn't ground her out, but grounds out the rounds. She's heavy on top. She does have some good ground and pound, some decent submissions. Fior is really good on top, not so good on bottom. Give me Jasmine Jazius. Hopefully that Canadian crowd. Hopefully they got one, Canada. You need one. You got one. Next three or the next two fights after this are all Canadian too. Next up, Zahabi, minus 175 versus Marlon Chito Vera. Chito. So we're in a safe place here, right? Cheeto's plus 115 currently, and Zahabi is minus 135. Lions moved a little bit. We're in a safe space, right? I mean, right? This is my podcast. I called out some bozo in the beginning. I guess I can say whatever I want. Never been a big Cheeto fan. I don't mind him as a person, right? I don't know him, right? He seems like a chill, cool guy. Everyone that trains with him, everyone that interacts with him says like he's great. But as a fighter, I just don't like his style. It's so casual, laid back. He always loses early, rallies late. It's like, I respect the chin on him. I respect his game. I think he's I don't even know if I would say he's a high level fighter. He's a good fighter. He's had a lot of fights in UFC. He's improved, but he starts too slow every time. And I think he's predictable. I think people can read it. You watch enough tape on him. You know what he's going to do. You know what he's about. He's going to shell up well. He's not going to take shots early. Then he's going to kind of let go. Then he'll rely on his chin and his cardio because that's what he has. His power's good. His wrestling's not that good. His takedown defense is okay. He has not the best submissions, I would say. I think Zahabi, who's coming off the biggest win of his career with Jose Aldo, where he got hurt, battled back, dug deep, and beat Jose, which is a huge win, who Jose has a win over Marlon Vera. But let's not play MMA math. I like Zahabi, and I don't like Zahabi because he's really good friends with Kenny Florian, and I'm really good friends with Kenny Florian, not to brag, but I like Zahabi because what I've seen of him. His movement's very good. His striking's very good. He can up the volume, and he's got one of the best brains in his corner and his brother, right? They game plan really, really well, and I think Zahabi, this is his time. He's 37, which I know is a little bit older for this weight class, but Cheeto, I think, is shot more, and I don't think Cheeto wants it anymore. Cheeto got his title shot, failed. He said something like, Merab being champ, and I've never fought Merab, wakes me up in the morning. I don't think he's going to get to Merab, nor if he did get to Merab, it wouldn't even be close. I like Zahabi. I like Zahabi in this spot. Kenny put a full full stack on him. And this is going to be Slimeball Leg 2. It's going to go to the distance. Yes. Fight goes to the distance. Yes. It's minus 300. I've already placed this. I think I got it at minus 250 on DraftKings. BetMGM. I think I already placed this. No. I've already placed this. I think I got it at minus 250. But on Bet Online right now, which again, I don't think many people play this book, it's minus 300. So, you're getting a half point, or so. Anyway, I think Zahabi's going to style on him. I think he might even skunk him here. I think we might see a fucking skunk. I think it might be 30-27. He's going to win the first round. He's going to win the second round. Cheeto's going to start coming on late. As long as Zahabi doesn't get clipped, plays his footwork game, and has the cardio that he's been known to have, and pick his shots right in that third round, because that's Vera's most dangerous round. he's going to win this fight. And it's off to the races. I love the matchmaking. I think it's the right call for the UFC. I think it's the right call for Zahabi. Getting Aldo. I know Aldo is a little bit older. He retired. Now you're getting Vera, who just fought for the title not too long ago. He's on a little bit of a losing streak, but he's right in the mix, right? Chito Vera is always going to be kind of in the mix while he's there. I love Zahabi, but the fight goes to this. Love Zahabi, love the no number. Play a money line. Fight goes to this distance. Yes. Play that. Zahabi by points, -105. People are already on that. But yeah, that's slime bog leg number 2. Give me Zahabi. Give me the Canadian, baby. Next up, Mike Malott, -130 versus Kevin Holland. +110. Let's see if this line's moving a little bit. Kevin Holland at the press conference. Not press conference. Media scrum. Just don't give a fuck. Dead even on BetOnline MGM. -110 each. Makes sense, right? I picked Malott on the Anakin Florian. This is another one that I was going to maybe pick switch, but I'm sticking with it. Malott, I think Kevin Holland's a big dude for 170, and he doesn't get bullied by guys at 170. He just doesn't, right? He wins those grappling exchanges. He does really well in those spots. Malott is a good grappler. He's a good striker. He's powerful as well. Kevin Holland's got a great chin. He's proven it at 185 and at 170. But I just think this means more to Mike Malott, right? Mike Malott cares a lot about this fight. That was dumb, sorry. At least one person chuckled, I know it. But Mike Malott, this is like his Super Bowl right now, right? Or what do they call the Canadian leagues? This is not a Super Bowl, right? What is it, like the fucking maple syrup cup? Another bad joke. Either way, this is big for him. Kevin Holland fights 20 times a year. This is just not a fight. He gets called. He probably didn't even know who Mike Malott was. Canada, yeah, cool. They tax a lot, but whatever. He didn't care, right? He just wants to fight. And it's at 170. He probably was already on weight. He said, fuck it, I'm just going to go. That and that works for Kevin Holland. He wins fights with that. He's dangerous, right? He's a good striker. He's long for this division. He counters really well. His obvious submissions with his front chokes, particularly his darts, are really nasty. He has a pretty good triangle, but Malott is going to have to close the distance, which I think he will, land some shots to kind of put Kevin off. So Kevin will then not pressure as much and want to be open to the counter. And while you're backing up open to the counter, then Malott's going to take you down. Another thing about Kevin Holland too, and you don't see this much at 70, so maybe this is not a mute point, but he does slow down a little bit. And Mike Malott is gassed in the Magny fight. He got Magnied hard, and I think that made him a better fighter because now the cardio is on point. He knows what he's doing. So give me Mike Malott, -110. I don't like him a lot. I kind of like a medium, but give me Mike Malott here. I wouldn't be surprised if Kevin Holland goes out there and shows him levels. I'm back and forth on this fight, but as I sit here at 5:45 on a Thursday, right before my Cincinnati Bengals take the Pittsburgh Steelers on Thursday Night Football, it's Mike Malott. All right, main event, Brendan Allen, +154 versus RDR, Ritter, Brendan Allen, +185, RDR, -220. So, slimed up. If you know the slime rules, you know how I picked. I think I spoiled it earlier. I'm going Brendan Allen. Pick switch. Alert to fucking do the graphic, Brian. I don't have graphics. Yeah, so I picked RDR. I was on the fence. I even mentioned on the Anchor Florian later in the week I might switch. Tune into my show. And that was a little bit of a tease, but also this is not, I'm switching because I want you guys to, tune in or whatever the fuck. I mean, I want you guys to tune in. What am I saying? But anyway, Joe, my guy, Joe McCullough, I Am Saturday on Twitter, is very bullish on Brendan Allen. And I like that he's confident in Brendan Allen. I was confident in Brendan Allen before I did the breakdown, but then it's just something got in my head where I'm like, the Ritter's so big and so awkward in there. He's going to run through Brendan Allen's, punches and just lay on him and beat him up. Ritter got dropped by Robert Whittaker, but he also looked pretty good in the Robert Whittaker fight when he came back from that. He's been dropped before. He's a tough dude, tough guy to put out. Brendan Allen, big guy too for this division. 6'2", definitely not a small guy, but he has a tendency. He's good on the ground, but when he's on top, when he dictates the grappling is when he's good. When he's on the bottom, he works his way to get up, but I don't know if that's going to work on such a big guy like the Ritter who is looking for you to make a mistake. Brendan Allen can't just stand up with a guy like the Ritter because he's too big. And if you just stand up, fuck it, Derek Lewis, jiu-jitsu don't work on me. You're getting something taken home. right? You're getting your fucking neck, your arm, your leg, whatever. So that scared me. But I think Brendan Allen is capable and big enough and has fought guys like Fluffy, who is just a fucking grinder and has really good takedowns, is a really good grappler, that he knows what De Ritter's going to do. I think De Ritter's takedowns are just okay. I think he's a big, physical, strong guy. But the longer this fight goes, I like Brendan Allen. Brendan Allen has slowed down in fights in the past. He slowed down tremendously in the Chris Curtis fight. His cardio isn't he's not cardio king. But I think if he lands enough strikes on De Ritter went absolutely fold. He's the hot hand right now. People are riding him. He's minus 220 or whatever. He's only lost to one man. That was twice. Big old thick Malkin. But man, I think people are sleeping on Brendan Allen. And I was earlier in the week. I'm wide awake now, bitch. I'm wide awake now. Give me BA all day. Brendan Allen, and that's slime ball. Final leg of the slime ball. So the slime ball parlay. Brendan Allen, that's your dog lock. Your prop lock is Zahabi Chito going to the distance. Going the distance. Well, let me see what over 2.5 is, by the way. If that's better than distance, we're just going to play that, right? I'm on the wrong thing. I shouldn't be doing this like right in the middle of giving a slime ball. There's probably like someone who like, really like follows me and like, right. Okay. So the over 2.5 is minus 335. No, thank you. All right. Repeat. First leg. Brendan Allen. Not really first leg. Brendan Allen. Dog lock. Slime ball parlay. Leg one. Vera Zahabi fight God, I keep fucking up. I'm sorry. Fight goes. There's going to be cards in this fight, right? I got that at minus 250. And then Danny Barlo. I know he's big, minus 300. People are going to be scoffing at that. Christian's probably puking all over his newborn son right now. Like, how dare him add Danny Barlo that slime ball? Christian doesn't talk like that, but in my head he does. So that slime ball right there is plus 404. Plus 404. And I feel like we're fucking hitting, right? Dog lock, Jazius, jazz hands. Mortal lock, Danny, left-handed guy, Barlo. And send him home, Asmat, Beckov, Lunatic from 3PC. I'm coming, babe. All right? I'm 0-2. Coming for that neck. Pause. I'm going to win. You can't. Every time I try to sound tough, it sounds kind of gay. All right, listen. Thank you for watching to show. Rate and review on Apple Podcasts, please. I'm at 88. I want to get to 100, right? I'm over 100 on Spotify. For whatever reason, that helps a lot to get your podcast out there. So go rate and review on Apple Podcasts if you listen to Apple Podcasts. If you haven't done it on Spotify, go do it on Spotify. Subscribe to the channel, Brian Peachy MMA. Or wait, MMA Takes Podcast on YouTube. Subscribe to the channel, Brian Peachy MMA on all social medias. And 3-punch combo. If you want head-to-head action with me every fight night, go join 3-punch combo. Right now, right today, fighters all over that fucking joint. Go in the Capper's Cave. You'll see it. All you got to do is I'm in. What's up, BP? I'm in. I spin the wheel. Your name could be next, baby. So that's it. That's the show. I love you guys. That's it. I'm a little parched. So I'm going to drink this water. Get on out of here. You guys are the best.